Hey. Uh, gotta say, I think I hit live too soon because I don't think we need like a 20-second countdown. Like it's actually a 30-second countdown, but I wait a minute. Well, 10 seconds, but it feels like a minute. So yeah. All right. So, not a lot of great, exciting things going on in the news. Just the usual. But I still like to do these. Let's see. Let's hit this up. Now, first thing I want to start with is California sucks. It does. Now, I know I've got some wonderful, dear friends who live in California. One that I even went out to visit last year. Sacramento area. Nice. But generally speaking, California sucks. Gavin Newsom is the governor, who is garbage. Now, a virus, a medical illness is never a political issue, and it never should be. So screw all that. Now, the handling of the illness that is out there, he has failed miserably. And with his failure, he has hurt businesses a lot. He's hurt people badly. So they are talking about doing a recall, which this has happened before with other states as well. I actually remember California recalling their governor, though, and they replaced him with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, say what you want about the guy, he has an amazing story of coming to America and watching the Nixon-Kennedy debates, and he went on to marry a Kennedy. But yeah, should Newsom be recalled? I would say yes. He's doing a bad job. People don't like him, and he's breaking the Constitution. I don't care what party he is. I like the Constitution. Calexit is real. People are fleeing California. People are fleeing California to the point where the Rose Bowl, the Pasadena Rose Bowl, is going to be held in Texas. The fucking Rose Bowl left California. Come on, people. That's not good. So, for all my friends and loved ones and future friends, and hell, I'll be optimistic, future loved ones that are in California, I hope that you can get rid of this person and get a better governor. Although San Diego just upheld in court that Gavin Newsom does not have the constitutional right to shut down their restaurants. So there's a little hope. But yeah. Let's follow that up with some good news and spoilers. Warning about The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. I got some spoilers. A spoiler. One single spoiler. And it's been out a little bit, so you probably know. But I do see my viewer count just cut in half, so maybe you didn't. Luke Skywalker returned to Star Wars. They used a de-aged Mark Hamill. It looks cool. Was not quite as awesome as Darth Vader and Rogue One, but it was pretty badass. I was very, very, very much pleased with it. Is it fan service? Yes. I think after The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, a little fan service is good. In fact, the opening line to The Force Awakens gave me so much hope because it was fan service. Like, hopefully this will begin to make things right. Oh, if we only knew then what we know now. But it doesn't change that very, very excited that Luke was brought back. And there's talk, and it just came out today, maybe yesterday. Rumors are that they are developing a Disney Plus show about Luke Skywalker that is going to star Sebastian Stan. Now, that is amazing, fantastic, wonderful news. I don't believe it. I don't. One, Sebastian Stan is the perfect choice. He's a talented actor. He doesn't get involved in petty drama. They tried to cancel him because his girlfriend wore a kimono or something, and the way he handled it was... Next, he looks the part. He's a very good actor, and he already works for Disney. It's perfect. That's why it's not going to happen. I don't know, but I would have told you there's no way in hell that Luke was going to be on The Mandalorian. So there's that. Maybe enough people will get super happy about it and be like, yay. And Disney will go, you know what? Let's try making money for once. We haven't done that in a few years. Let's try to make money and please fans. Because Star Wars hasn't made them money like it should have. But what do you think? Is there going to be a Luke Skywalker television show? If there is, will it be good? Who would you cast? I think Sebastian Stan is a perfect choice, in my opinion. He looks right, but he's not a clone. He's talented, and he's known, but he's not a superstar. I mean, you're not going to grab Tom Cruise for it. It's going to be, he's too big, it'll be distracting. I don't know. I think it's a better choice than what they did for Solo. But I actually like the guy they got for Solo. I think he's a good actor. They just had him doing Harrison Ford impersonations. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm very, very interested. To stay on the Star Wars topic, Supreme Comics Girl, good YouTube channel. I dig her. And Anna, that Star Wars girl, big fan of hers since before she joined Geeks and Gamers. I even have a video way back when about her sister. Apparently, they've got a little beef going, a little feud, which I guess she did a hit piece on Anna, which I didn't really see as a hit piece. It just pointed out that Anna does complain a lot. It's almost like Star Wars fans aren't really that happy with Disney Star Wars. But apparently there's more to it than just that. If someone can fill me in on it, I don't really love drama or anything, but it did pique my curiosity. All right. Yeah, that's it for Star Wars at the moment. Sports. I love sports. I do. I love sports as much as I love saying So, growing up, military, you travel a lot, and I grew up in, I believe, the most mixed company you could possibly have. People from all nationalities, all races, all religions, everything. We were all together. We all had one common enemy: the Army or the Air Force or the Marines, whatever branch you grew up with. You know, they're constantly saying, oh, sorry, you settled in, time to move. Oh, no, you can't live in that house. That's nice. You got to live in that house. Yeah, all those things, you know. Oh, sorry, your dad or mom can't be there for Christmas. They got a blah. So we all have a common enemy. And we all hate each other equally. We don't, you know, growing up, it wasn't fighting over anything dumb like race or religion. We fought about important things, sports. So everyone's always the new guy at some varying level. You got 2 to 3 years in a place and then you relocate. So everyone's on that wheel somewhere. So you get there and first thing people ask you, where are you from? Which you're not really from anywhere, but you've traveled everywhere. So basically, where are your parents originally from? What sports team do you like? And what sports do you play? And that's it. That is how you determine whether you're going to be friends and get along, friends and fight, or not going to be friends at all. Because if you can't fight over sports or play sports together, you can't really be friends. Oh, I don't follow football. I'm a hockey guy. Oh, cool. Yeah. He likes hockey. Go sit at his table. Oh, okay, thanks. And they sit down, they become friends. Seem like a proper way to do things. Now, football is what I generally follow. And I love college football, but I hate the way it's run. I definitely prefer the way professional football is run, but I'm not always a big fan of the players. So, you know, you give and take. Alabama sucks. Jeremy, if you happen to watch this, if not, hopefully someone else from Geeks and Gamers can tag you. Alabama sucks. Every damn year, they were getting voted into the national championship. Why? One year, they were like 10-2, and Auburn was 10-2. And Oklahoma and Missouri and Texas Longhorns were all 11-1. Notre Dame was 10-2. Ohio State was 11-1. And they vote in Alabama and Auburn to play in the national championship? Why? They just played 2 weeks ago. Fuck. And the computer system is slightly rigged because strength of schedule matters, right? Oh, okay. That creates a loop. See, the SEC is overrated. They are. The Big 12 used to be underrated. Now they're probably overrated too. The ACC is highly underrated. Who does Alabama play? Kentucky? Syracuse? Tennessee? Like, up until the last couple years, Georgia was trash. You got Auburn and Florida. And now Georgia. Okay. Georgia, I guess Auburn and LSU kind of flip-flopped. They're not that good, but their rating is higher because look who they play on the schedule. They play Alabama, and Alabama's got a higher schedule because they play Florida, and Florida's got a higher schedule because they play, right? No, fuck that. So Alabama's number one in the country for no damn reason. You get undefeated Notre Dame, undefeated Clemson, and undefeated Alabama. Okay. And Notre Dame beats Clemson. The number one team in the country loses to the number two team in the country. Clearly, Alabama's going to move up to number 2, Notre Dame's going to move up to number 1, and Clemson will move down to like 5 or 10. No. They just flip-flop the number 3 team that's not involved in the game to the number 1 spot. Oh, okay. And then you have headlines like, oh, Notre Dame exposed by Clemson. Really? The unbeaten team, other than one close loss to Notre Dame, beats Notre Dame in a pretty competitive game. 2 touchdown makes it look a little worse, but it was a competitive game. And Alabama squeaks by, barely fourth quarter win over Florida. Come on. Alabama's a good team. They are. Maybe I'm still butthurt that they kept getting voted in for national championships they did not deserve. But I'm just fucking sick of Alabama getting number 1 rating even when they don't deserve it. They have a weak-ass schedule. They do. Notre Dame had a tough-ass schedule. Clemson had a tough-ass schedule. Texas Longhorns have a tougher, much tougher schedule than Alabama. Just saying. Alabama's playing like Coastal Carolina. And Texas playing LSU. Not in their conference. Texas A&M, not in their conference. They're going playing ranked teams that they don't have to play. Just saying. You don't see Alabama going out of their way to play Ohio State in week 3. So Alabama's going to be given the number 1 spot in the playoffs. Who else should get it? Well, Notre Dame has a good argument, but they lost in the last week of the season. So that probably puts them out. Usually, if you lose the conference championship, you're put out. Unless you're Alabama. Then you're given a free pass. So I don't know. Clemson, Notre Dame, one of those 2 should go. Arguably both of them. They're probably going to squeeze in Ohio State, but I'm sorry, you only played 6 games. You shouldn't go. Who else, though? Texas A&M has a good argument. Hell, BYU has an argument, but I stand by BYU should not be allowed to play bowl games. If you are a religious school and you're using religious rules to bar players or to kick students out for religious purposes, great. You have every right to do that. In fact, I support your decision to do so. That's good. If you're going to be a religious school, then you absolutely should follow the rules of your religion and not bend the rules for athletes. But, sorry, you shouldn't be able to compete. Also, the Navy should not be able to compete in national championship games because they do not hold their offensive linemen to the weight tape standard that they do the rest of the student body. See, the Army, they always have terrible offensive line because dudes have to pass weight and tape, military weight and tape. So you can't get a 300-pound lineman. You can't. You can't get a 270-pound lineman. You can't get a 220-pound lineman unless he's like 6'5". Just saying. Patriots suck. Everyone's celebrating that one. They're not getting into the playoffs for the first time since, 2008? Yeah. And oddly enough, that was the last time they finished a season without Tom Brady. Now, do the Patriots suck? No. I'm an old school Patriots fan. I cheered for the Bears like everyone else did when they crushed them because that was a badass team. They had the Super Bowl shuffle. Yeah, see, I can't see Facebook on the StreamYard. So, yes, anyone that's commenting on Facebook, I love you. Thank you so very much. I'm not ignoring you. I can't see them. I need to figure out a way to do that. I mean, I'll see them after I'm done. But yeah, it only pulls up the Twitter and YouTube comments, unfortunately. Maybe I'll be able to look at it. I don't know. All right. That's weird. Stop it. Yeah, if you can just, But yes, Malia, my brother, I love you. I miss you. Dale, sweetheart, you rock. If there are other messages, I'm sorry I didn't see them. Check me out on YouTube, and then I can read your comments. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Old school. Cheered for the Patriots. Same reason I cheered for the Seahawks. And I still cheer for the Browns. I love the underdog. I do. Patriots, they had a great uniform. They had a patriotic name. Boston with, the Patriots. And they had the coolest helmet, right? They had a Colonial, a Minuteman, hiking a football. That was badass. And then after 9/11, they won their first Super Bowl, which we would have said Patriots will never, ever, ever win a Super Bowl. They had that one shot, never going to happen again. And then they won like 8 Super Bowls in 9 years. Yes, I'm exaggerating. They just kept winning, and everyone started hating on them, calling them cheaters. They did cheat the Rams. Deflategate? No one cares. That wasn't cheating. The filming other people's, yeah, that was cheating. I'm not going to hate on the Patriots. I am tired of them winning. Tom Brady, the GOAT. I have argued against it regularly. People bring up the stats, and I say, look at Drew Brees and look at Dan Marino. Dan Marino was never on a team as good as Tom Brady's Patriots were. And anytime Dan Marino was on a good enough team, they had to play a better team with Joe Montana. Fucking hell, man. Joe. And you look at stats. You got Drew Brees and you got Dan Marino kicking ass. When you look at how dominant they are. All right, well, Troy Aikman was quarterback for like 10 minutes. And he won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. He dominated in his short time playing. You want to look at pure talent. Warren Moon dominated in Canadian football because, say what you want, Warren Moon was black. He was black and played quarterback. So all these colleges were like, no, can you play running back? Maybe we can, occasionally. No, motherfucker. I'm the best quarterback in college football. So we went to play for the Washington Huskies and actually made them a competitive team. Then NFL comes around. Oh, shit, you're black? Never mind. So he goes to Canadian Football League and wins 5 championships in 6 years. And then he goes to Houston, and he never plays a complete season. And he throws 5,000 yards or close to it damn near every time. This guy is the most dominant quarterback I have ever seen put on a bad team and fighting injuries. There's all these different arguments. But Joe Montana, he has the numbers, he has the winning, and no one could beat Joe Montana with the 49ers. No one. So they stupidly trade him so they can start Steve Young. And he goes to Kansas City, garbage-ass Kansas City, and brings them to the playoffs repeatedly. His last game, he throws over 400 yards. He goes 35 for 36. The only incomplete he had, the receiver went and bobbled it. I've always said, not my favorite, but Joe Montana is the GOAT. But if Tom Brady can keep it up and improve with Tampa Bay, then I'd be more willing to accept him as the GOAT. Fucking football, man. Oh, and I've got a news story to cover that is somewhat cool. No audio. All right. The NorCal rapist has been sentenced to life in prison. Roy Charles Waller. Man, he pulled that shit off forever. I honestly would say Now, I had a conversation earlier today with a lovely person who's from a country that does not have the death penalty. And I watched a video of a police officer, just execute 2 people over noise complaints. And dude's going to get like a garbage sentence. He's probably looking at 15 to 25 years for executing 2 people willy-nilly in the street. So death penalty, you got those that are for it, you got those that are against it. Is it right? Is it wrong? I think it's extreme. And I think it should not be used lightly. Murder? Yeah, murder's bad. But what the NorCal rapist did, it is so much worse than shooting a cashier when you're trying to rob the place. It is so much worse than shooting 2 people out of anger. Yeah. I'm more on board for him getting the death penalty than I am the Unabomber getting it. Or maybe I'm just crazy. But I think it's good that he was caught. Definitely a terrible, terrible thing. Sorry. What are your thoughts on the death penalty? I've got a pretty middle of the road stance on it. I don't like the death penalty, but I definitely think it is worthy of happening in extreme cases. Criminals. Anyways, NorCal rapist is caught. I didn't know whether to put that in with California or what, but I figured I'd put it in a nice little mid spot. You say, Alan B., you say he will get life. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll get life in prison. He is a sergeant major in the police force. He has connections. He'll get out in 10 to 25 years, guaranteed. He'll get out. They'll sentence him to life and then say 15 years until he can be eligible for parole. That's what'll happen. Oh, for all my friends that are in the UK, I got 3 of you left. Yeah, I believe 2. Just want to point out, I can say John Venables. You can't. So next time you want to make fun of the archaic death penalty, you're not allowed to say John Venables. John Venables. Who is John Venables? Well, John Venables was a kid who brutally murdered a 4-year-old. Viciously. And then, because it's the UK, he only had to sit in prison until he reached like 18. And then the whole time he was in prison, he got season passes to his favorite soccer team. He got to go to Euro Disney. Oh, yeah. He got treated great. Then he got out and he got busted with adult content that did not involve adults. If you know what I mean. CP. So what's the punishment? Well, the punishment is he'll go back to rehab and get blah, blah, blah. But they will give him a new identity again and set him up, buy him a house again, and start him out on a good life again. But if you say his name, if you give a physical description of him, or if you possibly give his location out, then you are subject to crimes under the crown. Yeah, UK. Good job. Keep arresting people for reporting the news or teaching their dogs to make little gestures. Sorry, I know. Wonder Woman 1984. I thought it looked good. I thought the story, if it was going to follow what it seemed to be following, the Maxwell Lord stuff, then it was going to be a good story. Everything looks all right. Patty Jenkins, great director. Wonder Woman, the first one, was a wonderful movie, minus the final fight scene, the CGI light in the sky that the studio made them put in. I thought Wonder Woman 84 looks good. Well, apparently, it has failed in the overseas market, particularly China. It has done much worse than expected. Maybe it is the coof. Maybe it's people are burned out. And maybe it's because they happen to be slightly misogynistic. And the 80s was a very excessive time. It's cultural. But I'm not going to give away the spoilers. For those that went and sailed the seas like a pirate, arg, and watched the movie. It's good. It's not great. I think Cheetah, great actress. They didn't quite carry it out good enough. And Maxwell Lord, he's a very interesting character. He wasn't a great villain, I don't think. But it hits the right spots. It's a good movie. 8 out of 10, 7.5. I'd watch it, and I would go out to the movie theaters and watch it if you have daughters, because it's hard to come across girl power, girls are awesome movies that are not men are bad, okay? I definitely think Patty Jenkins is a good director and good at doing girl power, pro-feminist, without being anti-masculinity. Just my thoughts. All right. We are now more than halfway done. I'm actually doing the time pretty decent. Sometimes I rush, sometimes I drag on too long. I've had these go from 20 minutes to 4 hours. So I had a Christmas party with my veterans group. And it was nice. We did something. We fed the homeless. We fed the hungry for Thanksgiving. And we desperately, desperately wanted the cops to show up and arrest us. Because arrest me for feeding the homeless. Please, please, please. Fucking bastards. They didn't. And apparently, as of a few days ago, it was legal to have a Christmas party in this state. Like I cared. And it was nice. I missed a lot of the first part. I mean, I was there for it, but I jumped in the kitchen to help out. There was a turkey disaster. Apparently, someone said, yeah, it's thawed out. And they brought this turkey, and it wasn't thawed out. It was frozen. They thought, well, it's been frozen for a week. Take it out the night before. Yeah, it'll be good. No. It was still pretty frozen. By the way, if you're going to deep fry turkeys, don't deep fry a frozen one. That's not what we did. We knew better. We've made that mistake before in the past. But 6K? I'm nowhere near 6K, I don't think. Yeah, my 5K celebration did not end up happening. It was weird timing and yeah, blah. But I don't know. We'll see. I hate the number 6. Desperately hate the number 6. I may put it off till 7. So we had children write in letters nominating teachers for Teacher of the Year. And we gave them the award. You know, elementary school, which is, for people that are not familiar, that is kindergarten, like 5-year-olds to 5th grade. So what is that, 5 to 11, 5 to 10 years old? And then one for middle school, which is like 10 to 13. 13, yeah. And then high school, which is 14 to graduating, 14 to 18. And it was nice. I hated choosing, right? Holy shit, that's really close. I hated choosing, right? It's like, it really came down to, you looked at these two teachers' resumes, who are both amazing teachers with great students who love them dearly. And they both won at a certain level. But then, you know, like you got your districts, you got your regions, whatnot. You know, we had no issues getting our district covered. But then when it came time to region, they got the officers together to vote on this. And it was rough. My choice came down to teacher's teacher, right? Like, it really, the whole thing came down to one spent their summers working with the kids, coaching. The other one spent their summers working for a major university doing research that is very important, very valuable. Shit. One's awesome. The other one's a sacrifice for the kids. Damn it. But it was amazing. These teachers were shocked. They did not know they had been nominated. One of the students told the teacher that they're winning an award for being a student, and they wanted their favorite teacher to be there to give them the award. And then teacher gets there to give the award, and turns out winning an award for Teacher of the Year. It was wonderful. It was positive. It was awesome. I missed a lot of that because I was dealing with food, but the kids were happy, and that was awesome. We also gave out first responder award, like EMTs, nurses, firemen, that type of thing. And, you know, just people that sacrifice for the community. Lots of people sacrifice. Lots of people do good things. And man, everyone deserves a high five, a handshake, a thanks here and there. But, you know, you give something, you do too much and it waters it down. Then we gave out some veterans awards. It was nice. It was like get together, eat food, bullshit, give some awards. We had a death recently. So someone who is normally a big part of the event is no longer with us. And we got that funeral coming up soon. It was great. It was a fun time. Very, very positive. Did I have fun? No. No, I didn't. You know, there were people there. I was sober. There were there were children and teachers and church people. And you have to behave and be nice. And it wasn't about having fun. It was about doing good stuff. No, I had fun. I enjoyed it. Just trying to pretend to be a nice guy. It gets tiring sometimes. But it brought up a very, very important set of questions. So, holiday food. Now, I know I've got people from various countries. Right now, LBRY is the only one commenting on YouTube, and she's from the Philippines. Here in America, we have the three big holidays that all happen right around the same time, towards the end of the year, beginning of the year, right, that are all family oriented. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and you got Easter. Although a lot of people don't really do Easter that much, but we do. I do. But it's all the same fucking food. You got turkey, you got ham, you got mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin, apple, cherry, various pies, right? That's cool, but damn it, we got to shake this up a little bit. Now, this is how I'm seeing it. Thanksgiving, generally speaking, we associate with pilgrims, the discovery of the New World, Christopher Columbus, who is Italian, right? He's a big figure in Thanksgiving. And being Italian, I think we should serve pizza, right? Spaghetti. Thanksgiving should be all about Italian food. That's what I'm doing from now on. From now on, I'm doing Italian food for Thanksgiving. Everyone likes Italian food. Everyone likes pasta, right? Boom. Good stuff. Now, Christmas. Christmas is universal. Everyone follows it. In the United States, all cultures do Christmas. Mostly the same. So turkey and ham, got it. Fine. I won't fuck with that. Easter. Now, Catholics, I'm Catholic, by the way, we dig Easter, right? Easter is a cool thing. We dig Easter because it marks the end of Lent. Lent is 40 days of boohoo, depressing bullshit. You got Mardi Gras, which is my last chance to do anything that is fun, enjoyable, or good. So I'm going to drink, fuck, smoke, and snort everything I can in a fucking 12-hour period. And then spend the next 40 days trying to recover. So Easter is the end of Lent. It's you can finally have bright colors at Mass. You can finally have music back, right? You can finally eat meat on Fridays again. It's a big thing for Catholics. Now, there's a lot of Catholics in Mexico. And everyone loves Mexican food. So, from now on, Thanksgiving, I'm doing pizza, spaghetti. I'm going to do Italian food for Thanksgiving. I'm going to do the normal shit for Christmas. And then I'm going to do fucking Mexican food for Easter. Boom. If you're going to be at my house for any of these celebrations, just be warned. You pop into my house for Easter Sunday, I'm going to have some tacos. Good tacos, too. Oh, yeah. And don't worry, it won't all be spicy. I'll make sure I got some that are mild for people. Because it is about togetherness and bonding. And, you don't want habaneros to get in the way of, the rising of the Lord. Now, speaking of turkey, for those that are not turkey aficionados, aficionados. Sorry. There are 3 major ways of doing turkey that I'm familiar with, that I've personally witnessed and partaken in. Now, there is, oh, by the way, I got, for my glasses, I got a nose to set them on, right? That way I don't lose my glasses when I'm, in the event I ever do drink, which is rare. Really is. I generally try to drink once a week. 3 ways to do a turkey, you know. There's the traditional, you bake it, which takes forever, and everyone has their way of doing it, where it's like, they got their own seasoning and stuffing, and, it's an artwork. I like it. It's cool. It's good. Then there's deep frying the turkeys, which I am only familiar with it the last 10 years, maybe. Maybe less than that, but I think about 10 years. It's really been popular the last 5 years, for sure. Which people love. Generally speaking, people love it. We had 2 turkeys. We had the traditional roasted, like you always do, and then the deep fried one. The deep fried turkey was gone like that. Everyone was like, oh, who cooked the turkeys? Oh, well, this one, same people. This one's deep fried, this one's roasted. Oh, scrape this off. Let me get this deep fried one. They loved it. Not a fan. Deep fried turkey's good. It is. It's not bad. Nothing wrong with it. I'll eat deep fried turkey. Yeah. Not my favorite. But last year, maybe the year before. No, last year, I saw something new. I'd never seen this shit before. And I cook a lot. I'm a cook. Turkey in a bag. You take your turkey, you shove it in a bag, tie it up, and then bake it. It cooks faster. It does not dry out. I've done like small things like chicken that way, right? I'll go and actually my pollo pibil, that's how I do it. I take it and I wrap it, and the night before I'll put it in a bag, Ziploc, with my marinade. And then I wrap it in tinfoil when I bake it, so it's got all the stuff in there. Hey, Balin, thank you for joining. But yeah, fucking turkey in a bag. And then this year for Thanksgiving, my mother did that again. And really the hardest part is getting it out of the bag afterwards. See, common sense. You just cut it, so you just lift everything off, and then you just pull it. Tell me if you see the problem. Like a magician pulling off the... Yeah, you're just going to fling hot ass juice everywhere. And it's going to fucking hit someone in the face. Possibly. Could happen. I think I read that in a book once. Yeah, and it fucking hurts. You get a little fucking piece of turkey fat that goes like right there, and it's like napalm. But yeah. Christmas party was a big success. The kids loved it. We had someone dress up as Santa. Wasn't me, by the way. Was not me. I have the beard, but, I'm just too fat for Santa. Actually, I'm just not nice or jolly. Kids would be scared to sit in my lap. They'd cry and wet themselves. No, it was his suit. It fits him. They tried to tell me to be Santa. I don't care. I'll do it. But no, it was his. I escaped. Last thing before I move on. My best Christmas dinner. Best Christmas dinner ever. And every time I say this, it pisses off my mom. We were, I don't want to say homeless, but we were homeless. We were in transition. My father was off in a war. We arrived at where the military said to arrive to, and they did not have a place for us to go. So we end up with a voucher for a hotel room somewhere. Christmas Eve, nothing's open. We go, the only place you can go is 7-Eleven. So we had nachos, Pepsi, and peanuts. That is my favorite Christmas dinner ever. Wasn't great food, but I remember Mom was a little bummed about it, a little down. And my brother and I just made jokes. We were just total smartasses. We just laughed and laughed, and we made jokes about it until eventually even Mom had to laugh. It was like, oh, yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter how much things can suck. We're a bunch of smartass, rude assholes. The universe will never be worse than this guy right here. Yeah, universe can't keep me down. I'm too busy doing it myself. It was great. And I will always remember that. I don't know if that's a sweet story or a depressing one. All right. Next up, and this is the one that gets me demonetized, which is why I pushed it towards the back in case Susan, CEO of YouTube, decides to pull this down off of YouTube. It has happened before. So if you're watching this on Twitter or Facebook, it may last longer. There is a vaccine to the Kung Flu. And I am very, 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 very pro-vaccine. I'm a licensed immunologist. I had the MOS identifier for immunology. I support immunization. I am very, very pro-vax. I will not be getting this vaccine. And for some reason, the whole thing became political. Like, I remember when President Trump was talking about pushing this vaccine out, and candidate Biden was like, I don't trust it. I don't trust Trump. And you had all these people saying, I won't get the vaccine because Trump is bad. Grow up. And then now you're getting people to go, oh, it's Bill Gates is going to microchip us. Sure, whatever. Don't think they care that much about you. They already microchipped me. But no, I go and get my pneumococcal regularly. It's the layman's term. Think of it like a pneumonia vaccine. I get it regularly. Well, there's a new one that you only have to get it like every 5 years or something. It's brand new and it's so much better. Cool. You still got the old one? Well, yeah, we still got the old one. Yeah, I'll take that one. But the new one's better. Okay, cool. Maybe next year I'll get it. Maybe. Just gonna wait. I don't trust anyone or anything. Because good intentions, good, trustworthy, honest people with good intentions does not mean it's going to work out perfectly. I have had the Kung Flu, and I was extremely lucky. It did not affect me much. I have a family member, I won't say who has it right now, and they have some strep throat symptoms. But yeah, it sucks. I'm not saying the virus doesn't matter. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying I'm going to wait because I don't feel comfortable with the amount of testing that has been done on the vaccine. Now, if you want to get the vaccine because you are scared of this virus that has killed people, and it does suck, coronavirus, the last 2 times it came around, sucked. If you want to get the vaccine, I won't judge you for it. I think it is a calculated decision between an untested vaccine and an unfortunate virus, a terrible virus that sucks. I think that's a decision everyone should make on their own, and I don't like people being pushed into it. That being said, and that put out of the way, that nurse that just passed the fuck out after getting the vaccine, through the veil, I am just finishing up, but thank you so very much for popping in. Paranormal Underworld, thank you as well, and I love the Norwegian death metal font you're using. Probably not Norway. Yeah, Norway, Finland. Yeah, I'm going to go with Norway. That's who Mayhem was. They're Norwegian. Sorry. The nurse. Oh. Well, bye as well. Thank you for stopping in. The nurse who got the vaccine and then passed out. Man, that happens. I have given tens of thousands of injections easily. I'm leaning towards breaking 100,000 injections, but maybe not quite. Not yet. Well, people pass out, and sometimes it takes 5-10 minutes. I have been used as a pincushion 1,000,000 times. I've been stabbed everywhere. I've had my piercings, and if I even get a needle close, Panda, he passes out. Now, my ears, yeah. Shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. Stitches. I've even had a fast one more than once. That's where you take a power drill. You drill into the tibia, and then you flush it out with saline. It's a medical thing. I let myself be the test dummy. But I got my eyebrow piercing. I got my eyebrow pierced. And I passed the fuck out. I don't know why. It didn't hurt. Didn't bother me at all. And I just stood up and boom. Woke up with a sucker in my mouth. It's like, dude, all your tattoos, all your piercings, really? That got you? I don't know why. Don't know why. Just pass me the fuck out. It was funny. So, the nurse passing out because of the COVID vaccine, there are those who are going to try to excuse it away and be like, it's nothing, it happens. Basically say the same thing I did. Then there's going to be those who go, see, this is proof that they're microchipping us all. Why were they giving her the vaccine on camera and giving her a fucking press conference? Like, shut up, stop it, grow the fuck up. Seriously, stop it. Stop making anything medical into something political. The coronavirus has its name because of the shape of the virus. Gotcha. The vaccine is not nearly as successful as we would like it to be. It's probably they probably went on the safe side and made it a weak vaccine because they don't want any long-term effects. It's all just, if you're worried about the virus, get the vaccine. The vaccine's probably mostly safe. Probably got a 1 to 3% chance of having some major issues from the vaccine. If you're not scared of the virus and you're nervous about the vaccine, don't get the vaccine, get the virus. You got like a 1 to 3% chance of having serious issues from the virus. Just wanted to say, I am not getting the vaccine, and I will not attack anyone who wants to get the vaccine. In fact, I encourage others to get the vaccine. That is how we will know what's good and what's bad about it. I don't think the vaccine is a bad thing, a conspiracy, or malintentions. I think it's good people trying to do something good, and they rushed it, and I'm nervous on how they rushed it. That's all. Done with that. Ugh. Now, good, happy, positive, personal news. Somebody is opening up a business very, very soon. That is right. For those that have been waiting or curious, yes, I got my bar opening up in January. I've got all the licensing done. I'm just haggling out with the distributors. I have the space. I have everything good to go. I will be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday daytime, not Sunday night. That's when I will be open. And I'm very excited about it. In fact, tomorrow I will be bouncing over to, if you through the Veil, if you come by, you get all the drinks you want, free as can be, except Jack Daniels. Not only is it not free, you're not allowed to have it. I wouldn't do that to my friends. Terrible, terrible poison. Awful, subpar, overrated crap. But I am going today, well, tomorrow. Why can't you have it? Because it's terrible. It's garbage. 1984 is the name of a great book by George Orwell. It's also the last year Jack Daniels ever won an award for their whiskey. They are a t-shirt company that has some whiskey sometimes. Terrible stuff. Anyways, I will be going to get my Bible tomorrow. I'm going to write a new one. Sorry, Bartender's Bible. Yeah, I'm not writing a new scripture of our Lord and Savior. No, I'm going to be getting a new Bartender's Bible tomorrow. I'm going to go pick that up. I got to get some bitters. I'm really going to try to get back to the old days, right? The good stuff, right? Old fashions, I'm going to be pushing old fashions. By that, I mean, you can have whatever you want. But Firewater makes me do things that go to jail for. That's my Jaeger. Jaeger puts me in jail. But yeah, I want to bring back the old school. Seems as though everyone is just running after Mai Tais, margaritas, hurricanes. And those are great. Those are good. Rattlesnakes. They are. But they're not, I mean, there's more to it. You got to open yourself up. An old-fashioned is, as it says, just old-fashioned. There are people that would love an old-fashioned who've never had it. They don't know what it is. Basically, you're looking at just whiskey, splash of water, a little bit of sugar, right? Basically just sweet whiskey. SoCo. Watered down SoCo. A good Manhattan. A Manhattan is the most American drink of old school America, right? You got bourbon. You got cherry. You got a sweet vermouth. Good old Tom Collins, which I hate, by the way, but people would love a Tom Collins. All these people that are getting Long Island iced teas. Wildcat whiskey. I am going to try to bring a lot, but I'm going to try to not overdo it. Have what people want, have the ability to make stuff like a Flaming Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's not classy. I don't care. But I love a Flaming Dr. Pepper. You get your shot glass, you fill it up to here with your amaretto. Amaretto di Amore, by the way. It's cheaper, but it actually works better than Disaronno for mixed. Just saying. And then you put this much, 151, if you're in one of those states. If you're in a state that has, the Constitution and freedom, then you use Everclear. And you drop that into a glass of Miller Lite. I know, I don't like Miller. It's Flaming Dr. Pepper. It works best with Miller Lite. It just does. I got to look into that because it depends on the state. In New Mexico, they don't have any laws. Just don't break into people's houses. Don't fuck with people. As long as you're doing it on your own, you're not forcing anyone into it. New Mexico don't give a shit. But other states, they're more strict. But yeah, I got to look into it. I'm very, very excited about having my bar. I get internet hooked up next week. And I got to figure out a way to... the issue is I want to show sporting events. I want to do the pay-per-view stuff without buying pay-per-view. Got to make sure that's not going to violate some gambling law. Because apparently I cannot have bingo night. I cannot have bingo in a bar. If you have a liquor license, you cannot have bingo. But But I do have my karaoke machine, which, if you notice, I always said over there, it's gone. Yeah. Very excited about the bar. I am hoping to be able to do some live streams from the bar here soon. I know. Apparently, it's considered gambling. I don't know. Rand Paul is... Everyone talks about him on the national stage as being so awesome because he's a libertarian and all about this. Rand Paul can fuck right off. Because Rand Paul, while on the national level, it's all about freedom. At the state level, he speaks out against gambling, and he personally helped get gambling taken away from places that serve alcohol. He also got strippers to not be allowed to wear certain things when alcohol is served. He also held a campaign fundraising event at the Creationist Museum, where they think it should be illegal to teach evolution in school. So yeah, fuck Rand Paul. Yeah, anything else about the bar? Any other good questions? Because I only got one subject left. I am not the owner of the bar. For the record, I am the proprietor. So I will have a liquor license in my name, but I will not own a business. Therefore, the money coming in is not mine at all. So, in the event that my wonderful, wonderful cousin is watching this, who is shacking up with my ex-wife and trying to come after me for money, ain't my bar. I'm just running it for someone else. Piece of shit. Last subject, 10 of 10. Cyberpunk 2077 had some drama. I thought, game looks all right. Not quite my cup of tea. Oh, it's got Keanu Reeves. All right, cool. Oh, it's all about open world and choices, and they're going to have like transgender player characters. Like you can pick whatever parts you want and however you want them to be. Absolute freedom creating a character. All right, cool. I'm on board. And then people were bitching and crying about, the crunch. Everyone that is crying about the video game crunch, these game designers, they got to work 18 hours a day for the last month before a game comes out to get all the kinks out. Shut up. Stop it. Quit whining. If you've ever worked retail, you know how it is for Black Friday. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know how it is for Thanksgiving. If you've ever worked any job, there's certain times when shit happens. That super box with the game. Cyberpunk 2077? Okay. Well, apparently they rushed the game out and it wasn't ready for PlayStation 3 or 4. Yeah, PlayStation wasn't ready for PlayStation 4. It's really a game made for PlayStation 5. So the quality of the game on a PlayStation 4 or the Xbox 3. Yeah, I'm a total gamer. Xbox 360. Yeah. Is that the one it is? Or is it Xbox One? I don't care. I don't care. So the PlayStation and the Xbox that's been out for a year or 3, the game doesn't perform well on that. It was made for PlayStation 5 and Xbox 7, whatever. They came out, they apologized and said, yeah, we fucked up. We should have done better. We rushed it out. We weren't totally confident with it, and it's subpar. We will fix it with patches, and if you don't want to wait for the patches, then we will give you a refund if you do it within the next... And it was a decent amount of time. It seemed like a good, decent apology. They admitted they fucked up. They offered a realistic solution. I'm on board. Yeah, cool. And then people leaked that I guess they cut certain things out of the game because China. They want that Chinese market. And now people are butthurt about that. Star Wars taking the black guy off the movie poster for China. That was shitty. Iron Man 3 adding a Chinese character. Yeah. I get it. These things, they're annoying. They suck. But maybe I'm wrong, and someone can correct me on this, but I think they rushed the game out to get it on a platform that it wasn't meant to be on. And the quality's not going to be great. Sucks. They're going to do everything they can to fix it. All right. Cool. And they're offering refunds. I don't see the problem. I see that as a win. I see that as you admit you fucked up. I forgive you. CD Projekt Red, people that made the game, I forgive you. Never had a Nintendo 64. Never played one. I did Atari way too late. Then when Super Nintendo came out, I got a regular Nintendo. And I played a few amazing games. Dungeons & Dragons, Pools of Radiance, Techno Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Skate or Die. Then I got Sega. Then when PS2 came out, I got a PlayStation 1. Then when PlayStation 3 came out, I got a PlayStation 2. Then when PlayStation 4 came out, I got a PlayStation 3. And then my PlayStation 3 was broken. Lady friend's child broke it. And I went to replace my PS3, and it turns out I could get a PS4 on a special deal for some event. It came with, I never installed the game. The guy with the fucking Man of War, God of War, Man of God, Man of War, God of War, God of War. Yeah. God of War. Sure. So yeah, I got a brand new PS4 with a Man of War game, God of War game, and 2 controllers for $60 more than it was going to cost me to replace my PS3. And I gave the Man of War game to someone that was super fucking excited. They were like, oh, really? It's brand new. Yeah, I know. Because, dude, you're awesome. I really appreciate all the help you've given me. Hey, You're a great friend. Cut my grass for me. Oh man, the first Resident Evil was good. It was really good. I remember, it's one of those games I really enjoyed at parties, small social events, watching someone else play. It's like a movie, right? I sit there, I watch you play it, right? It's like, holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh, man, we're watching an awesome movie. I was on CQ. CQ is command and quarters. It's military in the Army. They'll put you on a 24-hour guard shift where it's just 3 people just fucking sitting there for 24 hours. And someone brought a PlayStation, something, and they played The Last of Us. And dude, man, the first 10 minutes of that game was just like, and I just got hooked in the story. Oh man. Like, I play sports games. I play Dungeons & Dragons type games. And there's this weird subgenre of Japanese games, like Heavy Rain. They're not really video games. Shit, what's that one? I just been playing the shit out of it. Until Dawn. Like, there's no actual game playing. It's like a story. It's like choose your own adventure. It's like, all right, shit's going on. All right, left, down, square, circle. That's the choice I make. Then it's like, holy shit, someone's getting murdered painfully. Oh, man. Or it's like, oh, man, my kid just got kidnapped at the mall. Like, fuck. That one's Heavy Rain. And then there's the one with Ellen Page. And it's like a chick with Carrie. Basically, think of Carrie. Someone with telekinesis. It's like, fuck. There's no, like, gaming to it. Good shit, though. Gran Turismo. I played a racing game on the Commodore 64 that I was obsessed with forever. Back in the early to mid 80s. And then I recently went to play it, and man, video games have come a long way. I like racing games. I don't like racing games when they try to add too much, right? Like, I want to race. Mario Kart, cool. NASCAR, something, cool. But when you start adding in, like, all right, I got to hit this, and then, like, dude, I just want to race. Like, let me build a car that's cool and race. You're making it way too complicated. I've actually only played Mario Kart once. I wasn't a Nintendo kid. But I've been watching Geeks and Gamers Mario Kart when they play Mario Kart, and it looks like it's such an awesome game to play with friends. I need to get Mario Kart, then I need to get friends. Oh, Grand Theft Auto's Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I played the hell out of that game. I loved that game. It was good. It wasn't as good as people pretended it was. They act like it was revolutionary. It wasn't. It was, we're going to give you enough freedom to go fuck around and do stuff. We're going to give you enough of a story so that you can, get involved. If you start getting bored with a story, go and fuck off for a bit. If you get bored fucking off for a bit, do the story. Wasn't that crazy of a game. It was just they saw the benefit of having two sides. Well, I believe I reached my 90 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and end this, but let me make sure I hit all the topics. Yep. Cyberpunk 2077, not getting it at the moment. But I am way more tempted to get it after they gave that apology. Good chance I'm going to buy it for someone. Like I did Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I didn't want to see it, but then they went and listened to the fans and did all that. So I went and bought 2 tickets for someone else to see it. Because I like rewarding people doing cool shit. Anyways, thank you all so very much. Merry Christmas to you as well, through the veil. I am very, very excited about this next year coming on. I am very, very much looking forward to the positivity and the love. And for everyone that's watching this right now on Facebook, I can't read your comments. I'm sorry. I know I was told there's several of you commenting. I'll read them after the fact. Everyone watching on Twitter, great. I can see your stuff too when I'm not suspended. Be sure to check me out on LBRY, LBRY. They have all of my YouTube content, and BitChute is a little behind. There's a slight issue with them at the moment. But thank you all so much for watching. I love everybody, unless you're a Packers fan. And then I want to stab you with something dull enough to hurt, but sharp enough to leave a mess. I kid. Thank you all so much for watching.